Hey everybody, what's up? My name's Sam Henderson. I work here at Marshall Street and I'm a promoter for Latitude 64. Today we're going to do an in the bag. I'm going to start with my putters. So for normal inside the circle putts, I putt a blend Judge. It's nice and beat up and soft. Nothing grabs the chains better than a blend Judge. And then for the longer ones or for the wind, I throw a classic Judge, nice and firm. Up here in my throwing putter pocket, I've got another firm Judge. This one's more beat up and a little less overstable. I've got a soft Judge for turnovers, or if it's got to land on some uneven ground and I just want to hit and stick. This is a soft one. And then my favorite disc of all time, the BT Soft Harp. I throw this every shot leading up to the basket within 200 feet. I like throwing it on hyzers. I like throwing it straight. I like throwing it on anhyzers and watching it slowly kind of come out. It's a great disc for flicking, backhand, whatever you want to do. Soft Harp. Got one more throwing putter. It's an Exile Fluid Judge. Definitely got that here. It's my stable throwing putter. Pretty straight lines. Goes pretty far. And of course I've got the VIP harp for upshots that maybe a little more wind or I need to skip up to the basket. Instead of using my soft one, you go for the VIP. Alright, I'm up to 5 mid-ranges now somehow. The first one is the Justice, nice pyramid invasion stamp. Very overstable mid-range. I use it for flicking or very, very overstable backhand shots that need to dive. You know, for me, since I'm a lefty, dive to the right really hard, really fast. Go to Justice. The next most overstable is the Verdict. That's long, pretty straight mid-range shots that are going to fade nice and hard off to the right for me, dependably, right at the end. Been learning Ricky Wysocki's new Compass. This disc basically goes where you throw it. If you put on a little anhyzer, it goes on a little ante the whole time. Throw it on a little hyzer, it keeps the hyzer the whole time. You throw it straight, it goes straight. It's a great disc. Excited to learn and throw it more. For my turnover shots, I throw a Fusion Truth. Throwing on a hyzer, it'll go pop up and go pretty straight, but I like to throw it on, big antes that will turn and just hold the whole time. And I also have a Westside Tersis in the bag. I don't use this too much, only for rollers or really, really understable shots where my truth wouldn't turn fast enough. For my fairway drivers, I've got 2 Rivers. This green one I've been throwing forever. It's gold line. It's pretty much my favorite disc. And then I've got this awesome Bernie Sanders dyed Opto one. Thanks to Sweet Hat, who does all our dyes here at Marshall Street, for doing that for me. I've got a pair of St. Pros. These orange ones are my favorite. They go so straight. They just glide up in the air forever. This one's brand new. This one's been thrown a bunch. Turns over a little easier. But basically my go-to driver disc. I throw this for not only fairway shots, but all my distance shots, just because the St. Pro goes so far and so straight that, I reach for it all the time, my go-to. A little more stable than the St. Pro is the Culverin. This is a new disc that got released last month. It's really flat and feels so great in the hand. It's nice and fast, and it flies a lot like a St. Pro. It just has a little more fade at the end. So if there's a headwind or a shot that I need to finish right a little bit more, choose the Culverin. The Spark is a new disc to my bag. I took out the Felon and put in the Spark. I just for flicking and headwind shots, I just feel like it's more dependable. It's not quite as fast. It doesn't go as far. It doesn't have the same amount of glide, but it's really predictable. Does the same thing every time you throw it. And lastly, for my drivers, I have a new Cutlass, which is an overstable distance driver. I'm trying that out against the Biofusion Enforcers, which I threw last year. This one is really light and beat up. This one is like my super long distance driver. And then this is a kind of newer one, more overstable. Nice beat dynamic stamp. And last but certainly not least is the new Opto Ballista. This is another new disc that just came out last month. I'm getting more distance out of this disc than I have any other trilogy disc, so I'm definitely a big fan. Can't wait to throw out more. Alright guys, thanks for watching.